Hi guys, how are you? Welcome to Meditation Monday. I'm Gia, and today we are going to heal wounds and break patterns. Welcome to another episode of Meditation Monday. This is your weekly video guide to meditation, breathwork, energy work, and spirituality, and I'm Gia George, your host. So today we're going to be healing deep emotional wounds and breaking those patterns that may have been going on in your life for a long time with a really simple and powerful trick. But before we get into that, I want to thank my newest patron on Patreon, Carrie Provençal. Thank you so much, Carrie, for donating $5 per month to these meditation videos, this meditation channel, through Patreon. So you can even donate just $1 and you'll get some free bonuses for becoming my patron. And it really helps me continue to do these videos. So thank you so much, Carrie. If anybody else is interested in becoming my patron, just check out the link in the description of this video. So let's get into our content today. First of all, I want to explain that a lot of our wounds, actually all of our wounds, are created out of what we make things mean. So ultimately, our reality is what we choose. We create the meaning of everything that happens to us, for us, by us, with us. So if there's a certain pattern that's been repeating itself in your life and you always tend to draw that same meaning out of that pattern, you're going to stay stuck in that wound. And until you realize that you can choose a different meaning for the occurrences in your life, you'll keep reliving that pattern. So all we have to do to break this pattern and then heal that wound is dig deep and find out what is the message, what is the meaning that we tend to make out of this experience that we keep experiencing in life. And we'll realize, I'm sure, that it's a painful meaning that we're making out of it, but we don't even know that that's true, right? We don't really know exactly what other people intend when they do things or why things happen. But if we choose a different meaning, a more empowering meaning, a more healing meaning for why things happen, we completely clear the energy from that wound that keeps repeating itself and drawing that experience into our life so that we can heal it. So I'll give you a practical example that just happened in my life. And this is where I realized that this pattern was happening. So I had a pattern going on of feeling like guys especially would ignore me out of nowhere and not text me back. And it was this really painful wound that I kept reliving and wondering, why am I still creating this? Why am I experiencing this feeling of being ignored all the time and abandoned? And then when I really dug deep, I discovered that what I created, the meaning I created out of that experience was that I'm too much. I'm scary, I'm overwhelming, I'm too deep, I'm too real for people, and that's why they're afraid of me and they have to run away. And that meaning that I'm making out of people not texting me back is creating a huge wound in my psyche and in my body and in my energy field and my soul. And the longer I carry around that wound, the bigger it gets because I keep feeding it energy and proof that, oh, see, somebody didn't text me back again. I must be this monster. I must be this terrible person. And so I put more energy into the wound, right? And the bigger that wound gets, the more this cycle repeats itself. And the pattern keeps coming up until you look at it and heal it and love it and change the meaning of it. So, you know what I did instead? Is when I realized that, okay, somebody didn't text me back. I truly have no idea why, but I can choose why. I can choose why I think it happened. And when something triggers me like that, and I think, okay, someone didn't text me back, I'm tempted to feel bad about myself, I'm going to turn that right around. And the new meaning of that is, I'm doing such a great job of shining my light so brilliantly. And sure, some people can't handle that, and that's fine, but I'm doing a great job of being me, and I am so full of love and so full of light that I'm going to celebrate myself today. And I'm going to take myself out for coffee or go to the beach or do something that feels really healing and nurturing to honor my highest self and honor who I am, so that no longer does someone not texting me back mean anything bad toward me. Because guess what? I choose the meaning. I create the reality. the meaning around everything that happens. And so instead of choosing self-hatred and fear and sabotage, I choose self-love and empowerment and letting nobody else's action make me feel bad about myself. Does that make sense? I hope you kind of see where I'm going with this. So no matter what happens around you or how people treat you, you choose what it means to you. And when we have this long drawn out wound and this pattern that keeps repeating itself, we tend to feed it that same negative energy and pain. When you recognize that, you can turn it around, choose a different meaning, empower yourself, and feel light and free from the whole situation, and it clears the wound completely back into time and into future time. So it obliterates it for all time and space. So I'm going to give you a 4-step meditation process in order to do this. So go ahead and sit comfortably. Close your eyes. Become really present in your body, noticing the room around you, the air on your skin, the clothing lightly touching your skin. Feel your seat, the weight of your body grounded on the earth, relaxing away any tension in the body, especially the shoulders, the face, the jaw, the eyes, and of course, noticing your breath. Feeling the body expand and relax for every breath in and out. Letting the breath always draw our awareness back to the present moment, which is the only place that we truly can heal. The only place where we can clear our energy, heal our wounds, and break those patterns. No matter how many times they've happened in the past, this is your present moment. This is your now moment to do it, to heal. So, getting into our exercise now, we're going to start with the first step of our 4-step process in healing your wound and breaking your pattern. So, when you have acknowledged what your wound is or what your pattern is, I'd like you to feel the emotion involved in that wound or that pattern and locate it in your body. So that's step number 1. Find out where you're feeling this wound. So for me, when somebody doesn't text me back, I feel it in my gut. I feel it in my solar plexus. I feel this sinking feeling in my upper abdomen. And maybe you feel it. Maybe you feel your wound in your mind, in your head. Maybe you feel it in your throat, in your chest, in your back, in your hips. It could be anywhere. So locate the emotion and the wound in your body. That's step 1. Step 2 is surround it in light. So with your imagination, visualize the breath, drawing white light into your body and sending it directly to that location and surrounding it in just a ball of healing white light. Okay, so that creates a little bit more good energy and safe space for you to work on this issue. So your body will open, your energy will release any knots, any tied up energy there. So we're going to surround it in white light. Okay, step 3 is find out what is the meaning that you've been associating with this wound or this pattern. So what do you tend to make it mean when this pattern repeats itself and comes up again in your world? And sometimes it's not the first thing you think, Sometimes the first thing you think is, well, they're an asshole. That's what it means, right? But if you dig a little deeper, the meaning you associate with it could be a lot more personal to you. Like, okay, they might be an asshole, but I'm afraid I'll never be loved, It's something a bit deeper often. So step 3 is figure out the meaning you've been associating with it and feeding the wound with. And of course, step 4, our most empowering step, is change that meaning. Redirect it to be empowering and self-loving, because honestly, you don't know what anyone else meant by what they said or what they did. They have their reality, you have yours. Stay in your reality and choose your own meaning for things that happen. And choose something full of light and love for yourself. Nurture yourself, celebrate yourself, call upon your highest wisdom, your highest light. Be who you're really meant to be. Okay, so those are the 4 steps. We locate the energy of the emotion in the body. We surround it in light. We figure out what meaning we've been associating with this wound, and then we change the meaning. And you should already be feeling lighter and freer about the situation, because there's nothing wrong with what you did and who you are. You're just right. You're just on time. And you're perfectly good at being you. And that's all anyone can ask. So sit with this process a minute longer as I play my crystal bowl for you and do a little sound healing. There's a light. There's a light that shines on me. Yeah. Shines on me. Yeah. Shines on me. There's a light. There's a light that shines on me. Yeah. Shines on me. Yeah. Shines on me. Let it shine. Oh yeah, let it shine. Let it shine. Oh yeah, let it shine. Beautiful. Let's take 3 more deep breaths in through the nose and out through the mouth with a big, heavy sigh. Deep breath in. Sigh of relief. 2 more. Inhale. Sigh of release. Last time. Inhale. Let it go. Touch palms together at your heart center. Close your eyes, feeling truly empowered today to look at our wounds, surround them in our love and light, discover what we've been making every wound mean, and then turn it around and make it mean something more empowering and more loving for you. So you're not trapped in that pattern anymore. You're free to move forward on your journey. Thank you so much for watching. It is my honor and my pleasure to guide you. The light within me sees and bows to the light within all of you. Namaste. All right, guys, this has been Meditation Monday, healing our wounds by breaking patterns, changing the meaning of what happens to us in our lives. I hope this was as empowering for you as it has been for me. If you like this video, share it with somebody you know who might need this exercise. Like it and write me a comment if you have any questions or comments as well. And once again, you can subscribe to my channel to get weekly meditation videos in your inbox. And if you'd like to donate to my channel and become my patron, I would appreciate it so much. You don't even know how much my heart is reaching out to everybody who has donated. Thank you so, so much for helping me continue doing these videos. So click on the link in the description of this video if you want to become my patron on Patreon. I love you guys. Have a brilliant day. See you next time.